Hello, welcome to Zest Prime, and as part of this video we are going to see how to read inputs from the user or keyboard, right? So as part of the previous video, so far how we are managing the inputs, just we are hard coding the values inside our Java program like integer x equal to 10, and we are using the text in subsequent remaining flows. So as part of these videos we are not going to hard code any values inside of the program. So we are going to take the inputs from the user or keyboard, and after that we are going to use that values in subsequent program, and we are going to display the same values in the console as well. So that is the main agenda of this video. And as part of this reading the inputs from the user, so we are going to use a new class called scanner, and we are going to import it. So all those things, importing a new class, so far I think we have not discussed all those things, so we'll be getting all those things in subsequent videos. But for this video, just try to follow the steps what I'm going to tell you. Okay, let's jump into the next part. So what are the different types of inputs we can able to read it, and what are the different methods are available to get that particular data types. So basically there are many more types available, not only 8, but just for our demonstration purpose I took most useful 8 methods like I shown here: boolean, byte, double, float, int, long, short, line. So these are the some of the 8 frequently used methods and corresponding data types like byte, boolean, byte, double, float, int, long, short, string. So these are the some of the useful methods and data types which we are going to discuss as part of this video. And so we are going to do a small program also. So by using that one we are going to understand all the steps. Okay, so let's jump into the program part. So I have already opened my Eclipse, so I'm going to create a simple Java project. Right click, new, go to other, and Java project. Next, so I'm going to give the project name as user inputs demo. So this is my project name. Next, and finish it. Don't create anything. Okay, so this is the Java project what I created, and inside src we don't have any files, so we have not yet created anything. So let me create a simple class called user input demo, right? So to generate default main method, I'm not going to write it. You have a checkbox here. You just select public static void main string calls checkbox, so it will generate the default public static void main method, and click on OK. So it is generated the class name and default method, and I'm going to remove this one. Yes, okay. So like I said previously, to read inputs from the user we need to import a class like scanner. So this import and all we are going to discuss in subsequent videos, but for this video just follow the steps what I'm going to do it. Just try to remember it. But why we are importing, how we are importing, why we need all those things, we are going to discuss in subsequent videos. So first type scanner. After that you can type control spacebar, then you will get this menu. From this menu you can select scanner. So on the top you can see there is a statement called import java.util.Scanner. So this is the class we are going to use it to read the inputs from the user. Scanner is equal to new scanner. So this new also is a keyword we have not discussed so far, we will be discussing later. Bracket, close bracket, every statement should end with colon. So after that just a dot in. So this is the line you have to remember for this video, but we are going to discuss in subsequent videos more on this. Okay, this is the first step. So the next step, basically we have to write a statement to the user saying that, okay, before that, as part of this video we are going to read a user details from the keyboard. Okay, like name, age, salary, house rent, phone number, all those things we are going to read one by one. Okay, first let me write something. SYSOUT is out. So I'm going to say here enter name. So what I'm asking here, I'm going to print enter name, and then it will display to the user will enter the name, right? So that value I am going to store into a variable called name. So how you will get that value? So I have to use system dot next line. So this is the way. So like I said in my PPT, so next line will give you a string value, right? So we are going to use this API to read username as a value from the keyboard, right? So I'm going to assign this value to the string data type and variable name is name. Okay, so this is the first value I'm going to read, and the second value I'm going to read age. So I'm just going to copy paste the value. So enter age. So age is a number, right? So I'm going to change this one to integer age. And how we are going to read the integers? So we have to provide next int. So this is the one of the available. So I is lowercase. Yes. So this is the way you can able to read integers and assign the value into int variable of type age. So this is of the API like I showed here, integer age at int value. So like that I'm going to use all the variable and I'm assigning to a variables. So we use string integer. Now I'm going to use salary. I'm going to read salary, and so this one I'm going to consider as a double. So all these data types we have discussed already in previous videos. So to read double I had to use different API double, right? So now we have a salary. Now I'm going to read another variable called house rent, right? So let me consider this as a float. So that way I am going to cover all the data types, how I am going to use it. So I have to use a different API float. Now I use a float int. Now the next one I'm going to use long, right? So long I'm going to use with the help of phone number. So phone number I will read by using get long, and I will save this one into the long data type. So this one is phone number, right? So now I'm going to use all the variables and all the methods, all the data types. So that way I'm going to do demonstration all the variables. So far we covered string, integer, double, float, long. So next one I'm going to use short. So short is a smaller number, right? So to cover that one I'm going to use a house number, so that way we can use it. So let me add next one, house number. H number, right? So let me change that method. So we can able to read short now, and the next one is street number. So street number also a small number, so I'm going to street number. Let me consider this one as a byte, right? So st number, and the method I'm going to use here byte. And we have covered almost all the variables. The last one I'm going to use boolean. So I'm just considering a question to the user. It might be true or false. So any one of the answer user can provide enter married, right? So I'm considering this one as a boolean. So let me. So this is the way we can able to read all 6 data types and corresponding methods and corresponding data types. We can able to read it, and it will prompt to the user, and user will provide the corresponding answers or inputs to the program, and program will read the values, and it is holding all the values into the corresponding data types. After that, I'm going to print the values, right? So let me print the values. So first name, right? So name colon name. So after that, what I write? Age. So I'm going to print, next one is age. So next one, I'm going to print salary. So this is the way we can able to read all the user inputs from the keyboard, and we are going to use that one in our program. So next one is rent. Let me type rent. Okay, this is fine. And next one is phone number. Phone number is done. Next one is house number. So let me type this one as a house number. House number is done. The last one is street number. Yes, so we can able to read all 6 different types of data types and corresponding APIs and the variable names. I'm trying to print here so that we can able to see the values at the end once user provided all the values. Okay, so how to run the program? Right click, run as Java program, select it. So let me maximize it so that we can see the. So first it is asking enter name, so I'm going to give Kumar Raj. So this is the name of the user. Press enter age, I'm giving 25. Enter salary, I'm giving $6,000. Enter rent 1200. Enter phone number, so I'm giving some random number. Enter house number 45. Enter seat number, married, I'm saying false. Yes, that's all. So now I can able to see all the values, right? Name, age, salary, rent, phone number, house number, street number. So basically here, as part of this prompts, so user provided all the values, and we can able to store the values in our program, and at the end of the program we can able to read all the values, and we can able to display to the user. So this is the way we can able to read the inputs from the user one by one, and we can able to hold the values in our program by using a specific data type, and we can able to use it in subsequent programming processing. So the main point what we have to understand here, to read the inputs from the user, we use it as scanner class and system.in, right? And the scanner class is available in java.util.Scanner package. So we are going to discuss this package in subsequent videos. For now, we just try to import this class. How I suggested, scanner spacebar, and then select the first one, so it will be imported into your class. Then you can write as it is, so then you can able to see all the, it will prompt to the user, and user can give the answers, and finally we are going to display all the values whatever user is provided. I think this is the way we can able to read inputs from the user. I think you enjoyed the video and you like the video. If you like the video, you can click the like button and subscribe the channel for more subsequent videos. And thank you. Thanks for your time.